All right, y'all. Now I was gonna do this story yesterday. Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. Now you know who Jeannie is, right? Jeannie Mai was on what was that show? The Real with those women.
The Asian girl married to the black guy, right?
Right. She was the one that was married to the white guy who didn't want any children.
They have a baby now, right?
Mm-hmm. She was the one on The Real that was married to the white guy. She didn't want any children.
Her first husband.
She said she didn't want any children. And she said she liked her meat white and her black meat, she liked that on the side. And remember that whole big old controversy. She said she never meant to say that, like it came off as she only liked black men on the side. But how else you gonna take it?
How else you gonna take that?
So then when she got divorced to the white guy, she started dating Jeezy. And then she married Jeezy. The rapper. Jeezy is a rapper. Mm-hmm. For people who don't know who he is.
Okay.
He's a very known rapper. Street rapper too. He's not even like a popcorn rapper. Ooh, like Will Smith. He like a street Negro.
Wow.
Like gang banging.
Totally opposite than what she heard at first.
So then she married, and I guess this does play into the story that we're talking about, because everybody knows Jeezy as being a street dude who turned business. Okay, like a lot of rappers do. Ice Cube, all of them. You don't think of Ice Cube as a street hustler like you used to. Now you think of Ice Cube as a businessman, a writer, a director, a producer, all of that. Now you spent all that. Hold on for a second. You spent all that money
for this jail seat.
On this jail seat cover, and it's not doing anything.
It's something going on with my leg.
And I had said, I wish you would have told me because I saw some that are better than this.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Then I can return this.
Lenore, did you ever start taking potassium, Lenore?
Oh. My potassium is fine. My doctor told me.
Wow.
Yeah, she said my potassium is fine. It's other things. I'm going to another specialist to look at what my issues are.
I knew that jail thing wasn't going to do nothing. Y'all know that she been getting up more since she bought it. You was doing better
even with my normal seat. It's just for some reason my legs are bothering me. Even with my normal seat.
You know what? If we were doing like a professional TV show, what would you do? What would you do?
I would suffer until commercial break. Because to TV, you got commercials.
Well, pretend like we got a commercial then. Suffer through it. Nah, just kidding.
It's bothering me. I don't know why.
All right, y'all. Anyway,
go ahead.
So Jeannie Mai rejects Jeezy's gatekeeping allegation about their daughter, raises safety concerns over rapper's Firearms. Jeannie and Jeezy are getting a divorce now, okay? And everybody's upset because they saying that Jeannie is starting to like say everything you could say about Jeezy to keep him from seeing his daughter. Okay. Mm-hmm. So she's saying, no, he can see his daughter. I just don't like what'd you say, Wendy?
I thought they were living in the same house.
They were, not anymore. And she's saying, I don't want my daughter to go stay with him or him to have her because of his lifestyle. Mm-hmm. He has guns. And he doesn't lock them up, I guess. And I don't want my daughter over there with guns. Mm-hmm. That's what she's saying. And Jeezy's saying that's not true. You know, I would not have guns around my child. You didn't have no problems with me having guns around my child. I showed up into another country with another woman. Now all of a sudden, my whole lifestyle is a problem to you.
Because you got that other woman.
So now he's starting to see. I hope men start to understand this.
What?
Men are marry a woman or people. I'm not going to say a man. Anybody. When you're in love, everything is great. Everything is roses. Anything he does, if it's stupid or whatever, you giggle it off. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's just him.
I love him.
That's just him being him or whatever. He's okay. And then you have kids with this person. And before you get married with them, people tell you to sign a prenup if you got money. Mm-hmm. I don't need to sign no prenup. Neither one of us would ever do that to each other.
We ain't going nowhere.
He cool, I'm cool. We cool. We best friends. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Cardi and Offset. And then when you get a divorce or going through a divorce, the other person turns into a whole nother person you never thought of. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden I'm a criminal and my child can't be with me. When you had no problems with my child with me when we was together.
Right. But something ticked her off or ticked him off.
He moved on. He moving on to another woman.
They're hurt. They're scorned. How dare you just all of a sudden you don't want me no more?
The same thing with Cardi B. Mm-hmm. Cardi allegedly went down to the bank and cleared out the bank account. Now, I know a little something about that. That's why you looked at me, didn't you?
It was funny because we went to the bank because my mom and I just got a joint account. I'm talking to the banker lady and I said, I said, my mom doesn't need me to sign when she needs to take money out. And she's like, oh no. I said, so a husband and wife joint account? The wife doesn't need to sign anything for the husband to take money out? She said, no. He can come and take all the money out if he wants. I said, that's not good. Do you know how many relationships are really bad where one spouse go and wipes the account out? You think both signatures need to be on something, but
you would think that because you are friends, we're good. Cardi B and Offset.
That's why people probably say have your own separate account.
He would have never thought Cardi would have done that probably. Wow. He would have been like, Cardi wouldn't do that. We good. Wow. When I was married and I was going through my divorce, I moved up here and I wasn't divorced yet. Mm-hmm. And I said I was working full time and I kept my checking account down south. Mm-hmm. And I was going to change over everything, but I really didn't do it then. I was going to do it, but I didn't. And I was thinking we was friends. We good. Mm-hmm. That Negro went and cleared out that whole account.
Every dime.
He waited until my direct deposit hit that Friday. And then he went right then and took everything out. So I had worked for 2 weeks for nothing.
I remember that. You were so mad. But you straightened
And I called the bank and I said, why do I have nothing? I went to pay something. Why is there zero in my account? She said, oh, your husband came in. He came in and took to clear the account out. And I said, he could do that? She said, that's your husband?
Yeah. There should be a law or some banking law where you can't do that. Unless, I wish.
If you got a joint account.
Dang, and if you got a friend that works at the bank like we had at one bank. Lenora.
Your husband down here trying to get.
Okay, I stepped away because he's waiting on me. But just so you know, he's getting ready to take all the money out y'all account.
I wish I had a friend that worked at the bank.
Girl.
Do me a cashier's check right now.
Delay him. I will be there. Call 911 because it's about to go down.
Yeah, I was so mad. And for the last few months, he wasn't working. Yeah. All that money in there was mine.
Well, yours, joint.
I know.
Say what?
Is he still alive?
Who?
Your ex-husband.
Yeah. You said, is he still around?
Yeah, he's still alive.
I said he's still alive.
Yeah. I know.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he is. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I know a little something. Rotten. You what?
I said that was really rotten.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I know a little something about being in love in the beginning and then thinking somebody would never do this to you.
I don't know.
So he's finding out the hard way. She's going to not only go after him for stuff that he is doing, she's going to make up stuff.
They signed prenups though, didn't they?
It don't matter.
And I don't know why Cardi B Offset would not know from Cardi B's background and how she normally behaves that she would do something like that.
Offset should have known the Cardi was
going to you should have went right for the money, man, because you know your wife going to go off.
And they say he laughed it off and said, I can make money again.
Yeah,
he
could. Matter. He's right. He could. But still.
Justice Fraud says, but she was cool with it when she was with him. Exactly. Mm-hmm. You was cool with his hustling lifestyle and all of that.
Sitting out of the
I don't ever believe he had the gun sitting out like that.
Well, I don't know. Whatever it was, she was still probably cool with it.
Yes.
Okay.
But now she's concerned about her child's safety.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do people do that? Let people see their kids. You guys are knuckleheads. The kids, one thing y'all can say about Kim Kardashian, because people can't stand Kim Kardashian, she does let Kanye see north and
well, they're old enough to say, I want to see daddy.
And shy. Yeah. North was literally on, it's so funny. North was on stage with Kanye when he did the listening thing. They was up there smoking marijuana, the guys in the back, and cussing and everything. And North was just on stage. And I was sitting there going, I bet you Kim is like,
oh, my daughter's around that.
The next day, Kim took pictures with North at Mariah Carey's concert, singing nice, wholesome Christmas songs. She wanted to change that narrative that her daughter was on stage with marijuana, cussing and fussing.
But if you think about it, a lot of families go through that. The baby daddy, the baby mama, they're not in a good environment. And you're like, but you want them to still see their mom and their dad. So you kind of like have to pray real hard if you're a person of faith that my son and my daughter doesn't get hurt in the ugly environment. But like, who was it that said it in the chat when she's hurt and she's angry. So now all of a sudden, let me write down all the bad things about her.
How is that with you, Wendy? Because I know you got sons. Did you have to co-parent?
Yeah, but I don't believe in that, keeping the kid away from their parent. I never did believe in that. Even when I was with guys who had kids and I didn't have kids, I want to know, are you seeing your child? Because if he wasn't, I don't want to be bothered with him. I figured he had no integrity. So I had very strong feelings about women and men who use their children to try to manipulate the situation. And I hope she doesn't get anything that she wants, because this man, she's jealous. That's all. He's moved on. She can't handle it. She should have thought about that when she said she didn't really need no black man. Well, you ain't got no one now, dog. You ain't got to deal with that. You don't have no black man now, dog. It's all on you.
Yeah.
And so, no, I have no empathy for you. I think it should be shared custody. And if you're making up these whack tunes, maybe he needs to take custody from you, because you're insane.
Yeah. Did you have any issues with your sons going to see their father, though?
No. Luckily, I got along with the other person, the other new mate. I had no problem. I knew I had to work things out with it because I wasn't going to have my child being confused. So it was established very early on that was not going to be an issue. We were going to co-parent, and we were never going to let them see our child let us have a disagreement because of him or her. And so, no, I'm not with that. I think mature adults are the co-parent. It's really not that hard. You just have to share, talk, and communicate. And that's it. You have one interest, that kid. We want the best thing for that child. It's not about you. It's about the child.
Yep, I agree. Emerald says it's good to each have their own account, and then the shared account is for bills. I agree.
But what goes to the shared account? That's the problem.
Bills.
No. In your situation, your direct deposit was going to that shared account.
It should have went to my own account. And then I take money out and put it in the shared account to pay bills.
That's what I'm saying. If your direct deposit is hitting that main account where you both are sharing, and he up and gets upset with you and takes it all out, That's so true. Like you're saying, that joint account should be bill paying, but he can still do that.
Yeah.
He can still come take the bill money.
Yeah.
Because he's angry and bitter, or she's angry and bitter.
That's
so
true.
Now the mortgage check is bouncing.
Right.
The ComEd is bouncing.
You're right.
It's funny, when I was coming up, my mother and grandmother always said, always keep something in your cookie jar. And basically what that meant was always have some secret money that no one else knows about, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yep.
So even the Bible tells you don't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing.
The getaway money.
And that's wise as a serpent and gentle as a dove. So you weren't focused. If you were focused, you would have thought of that, because you're smart enough to know.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And that's why everybody always do the old grandmother joke with, hey, baby. And she take your hand, give me your hand, and have $1 in there, and they slide it in your hand. Mm-hmm. Don't tell your mom about it. Because old people always think you should always have a little something on the side so that in case you need something, you got it.
And when you go on a date, you were supposed to have mad money. Yeah. And that was enough money to get home and make a phone call.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah. In case he acts stupid.
Yep.
All right. So there you go. What did Emerald say? Emerald says, "Oh, good to have each person had their own."
Okay.
Okay. Now I've been trying to